All right, here we go, guys. Ed here with Ed's Den of Metal for part 3 of my collection update videos here, encompassing the last, 3-4 months or so. In here, we're going to see a few new reissues, several classic original vinyl, and a few catalog completions, hole fillers and such, and a couple comps. So yeah, this has been fun getting all these ready here. It's been a lot of fun getting out there. I got a couple other things in the pipeline here coming up here as well. But yeah, you guys want to see some vinyl, don't you? So yeah, this was the one. I started that one right there to begin with. These are reissues. Both of these here were recently reissued earlier in the year by Steamhammer. They reissued them originally back in I think it was 1988, 1989. These came out. I don't have originals of those. I do have the original US release of the EP that came out. And then never had these. So these were kind of fun to go get. Obviously, you know, if I ever find an original, I'm going to jump on that and grab that as well. But Evil Dead was kind of a side project from two guys, one from Abattoir, Mel Sanchez, and then Juan Garcia from Agent Steel. But then when those bands kind of fell apart, Evil Dead became a, kind of a primary thing, and they did, after the EP, they did, these two records. I think there was a live one in there, and then they came back here in the last 5 to 10 years, and there's two more that are actually quite good. So these here, both nice gatefolds. I ordered black vinyl. I don't actually remember if there was anything else on those, if there's any other available, but real nice centerings on that. These are sound phenomenal. They did a good job with these. Artwork, I think, is good. I see it crisp. I can't totally tell with some of this because I have nothing to compare it to. But when I see the lettering and the outlines, that it's crisp and clear. Steamhammer had the original, so they probably had the original artwork. So again, excellent records. I love the artwork on these things. They're just, funny. So there's the guys on the back again. And again, band photos on the inside here. Same thing here. We've got black vinyl, centering the same, nice heavy vinyl. So forgot to mention on the first one, there is, they came in nice polyline sleeves too. But I forgot to mention on the other one, both of these have a an insert in it. So they did the lyrics. So that was always nice to have. So nice job on these reissues. Always nice to see. So yeah, for this video, that's going to be it for newer ones. Now everything else here are going to be OGs. And this was one that I found in a shop here close to home. And there's been some talk about the band Bullet online recently. And yeah, you got to check those guys out. They're great. I saw this one here. It's got a shiny cover. There we go. So I kind of grabbed it. I'm going to get that one off the screen just in case there's some issues. There's the back. This isn't the same Bullet that's been talked about. That's a band out of Sweden. But this one here is it's a German band. And we have a couple guys in here that we know. These two guys here, guitarist and bass player. Fitty Weinhold played for UDO for many, many, many years. And Jürgen Graf, the guitarist, also for just a few years. I can't remember how many albums, but I saw this, and my first thought was, hey, I'm going to grab a Bullet record. And then I realized that this was something a little older, 1983 Belgian pressing. So, hey, why not? German metal, it's good. So I believe the Swedish Bullet is a little newer, but hey. All right, this next one here is one that I've kind of been looking for a while for one. I don't know why I never had the vinyl here in the day. I've been a fan of this band actually from day one. Well, yeah, I think I came on board with the Megaforce record in 1984, roughly. Band I'm talking about is Manowar. I never had these on vinyl. These were Atlantic Records. I think that was 1988. Never had it. I probably bought it on CD back then, cassette possibly even, but I've been looking to finally get these originals on vinyl for a long time. I found one in Chicago about a year ago, and then this one here showed up not too long ago. This is a European pressing. You know, they've got some pretty cool artwork too here. Manowar, love these guys. This came with, which is always, I love it when they have everything complete. So got that into the collection now, so very happy for that. The reissue is now, actually is sold already, so gone he is. Here's one that I had I had the reissue of this one. And I found this Laz Rocket. Just gotta love this artwork. You know, just sit and stare at that for a minute or two. I think I've shown one or two of those in the past. This is a European pressing. There is no, there's no insert with it. Other than this, there's some numbers on it. I'm holding on to the reissue. It's back here somewhere. The cover is a little better, but Hammerheart's version is not bad at all. But there's a lyrics insert with it, so keeping that one. There you can see the guys on the back. So very cool, fun covers, fun to look at. So now this next one here, here, let me just show you that there, Enigma Records. So not Metal Blade, just Enigma. So, all right, this next one, I was kind of really excited to find because this is one I've kind of been looking for an original. I know it's been reissued, but looking for this one for a while, and then I came across the original, and I'm like, oh, this thing's immaculate. Nothing other than Exumer, Possessed by Fire. 1986, German pressing. There's the guys right there. So, real happy to get this one. I almost, I don't want to say gave up, but I was getting, you know, almost, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to get the reissue. So here we go. Very cool. Very glad to have this one finally. Excellent, excellent thrash metal. So, all right, another one that I've been looking for a long time, and this one came to me by a friend when he was visiting in Europe. He brought a couple things back for me with him. And this one's been rather elusive over here, but Artillery. That's the original 1990. Yes, 1990 pressing. Jacket's got a few, you know, nicks in it. You know, it's not a perfect jacket. Spine is good. I'm happy for that. So having the original one, really happy for that. There's the lyrics and the insert or photos. It plays pretty good. There's a little noise, but given what this music is, you know, heavy thrash, you know, some of these little surface marks on here are, you don't hear it. So really good thrash band out of Denmark. I've been a big fan of theirs for many years. In fact, I've got the entire catalog on vinyl except for one, and that was, I think that was a Night of the Vinyl Dead, like 275 pressings, and that's it. So definitely not many of them out there. I missed it back in the day, but I've got a German pressing of, or a Japanese CD of that. I did notice one thing on this, and this is kind of funny because Music on Vinyl out of the Netherlands has been reissuing. They've done 3 of them so far, the first, second, and this one. And I noticed on here the dead wax, the numbers are the same font as on MOV. So I was looking at that, I go, well, if MOV originally pressed this, they've got the plates. And I was kind of looking at it, and every groove, all this is 100% identical in length, width to this original here, which makes me think they used the old plates to press the new one. Is it possible? Sure. 35 years later? Sure. So, and here's another one, another really nice gem that I was looking for a while. I've gotten rid of the reissue, the appalling cover of the reissue. I'm not sure why they are so bad. In question here, Testament. Testament got the rights to their records back here a few years ago, and they've been going through doing some reissues. But the artwork is horrible. They've been struggling with that. I mean, this thing is just night and day. I wish I still had it here. I would show it, and it would be an embarrassment. That one was that bad. But here's the European pressing on Megaforce Atlantic. Barcode up there for those that care. And here's the fun thing there. There's this free tour poster, and there's some tour dates from October. This one was 1989, so came with the original lyrics. And this one is an odd one because it is polylined inside. But cool to have. And here's that tour poster. So there we go, live with Mortal Sin. So I'm gonna lift it up here, actually fold it back a second. So, and then there's some of the dates right there. So very cool. The album, and then there's Mortal Sin's album right there. Hopefully I'm pointing at the right spot. Yep. So kind of a fun little thing to have. It's nice to have them when they're complete, and having an original. So yeah. Put that back in here. There we go. Sounds amazing. So the red dot, does anybody know what that means? I don't know if that was from the record label or not. So that's it for originals. Here are some ones that I got through Jürgen in Germany when he was, selling off some things. And here was one. I jumped on this one right away when he showed me this. I go, yes, I got to have that. I'm a big fan of Savatage. Here's the Dr. Butcher. This was 1994. It was John Oliva and Chris Chris Caffrey. They did this project on the side. And I think at that point, John had left, but was still involved. He wasn't touring with them, but had left the band, but was still involved somehow. And they did this. So it's a reissue. I don't know if there ever was a vinyl in the day, but I know it was on CD. This one was done by Jolly Roger Records. That's an Italian label. So Gun. I think I've shown some of the Gravediggers on Gun. Sony owns that name, so I think Jolly Roger just contracted with them to get some reissues out there. So very cool to have. I love the Savatage. This album is just great. So if you've never heard this, definitely go check this one out. So, all right. So here was another one. He mentioned it to me, and I'm like, I have no idea what that is. And then he's like, oh, well, that's okay. Does anybody know who this is? Danton. Peter Dirkschneider, Udo's brother from Accept. That's his project. It was a one-off album in 1988, complete with lyrics and pictures. So, kind of cool to have. So, all right, and this next one here is a German Noise Records Rage. Jürgen has slowly been helping me complete my Rage collection. And this was that little EP they did in 1990. What was this, 93? 91? 91. So it's 5 tracks on here. New track. And then there's a couple that they had redone from the Avenger days. Battlefield was the fun version with new words. And a very old song from Avenger, the band that became Rage in late 85. It was written in the summer of 83. I'm trying to read the red on the black here. 83, and appeared on the Avenger album Prayers of Steel. Came out in 85. The original title was Battlefield. We always wanted to do a remake of it because this song is so good to be forgotten. Here it is. But last but not least, for the fans who followed us from the beginning. So just a little fun little EP. And in fact, you can see some tour dates there as well on that. So there's no insert on that one. So one more staple. I think all in all, there's still 5 or 6 Rage records out of like 28. So this next one here, Refuge, Solitary Men. This was a project, nice gatefold here, a project by the lineup from the 1988 to 1993 Rage. So they got together and did this album in 2018. Now I'm going to grab my little cheat here. Peavy, of course, Manny Schmidt, and then Chris, I hope I can say this right. I'm not good with the Greek one, but Ephthemiadis. So somebody might know, correct me, hopefully. But from the 1993 era, 88 to 93 era, they went and did this. Really a fun record. Heavy black vinyl with a little poster here. Kind of goes to the album 21, doesn't it? Showing what's coming or just came out. I didn't check the dates. I know it's close, but kind of a fun little poster that was in here. So, is it Rage? No. Tell me this, guys. Where would you put this in your collection? Under Refuge, or would you put it in with Rage with that year of 2018? I'm thinking I'm going to put it with the Rage records because kind of is a Rage. So tell me what you think. I'd love to see the comments. All right, so this next one here are 3 records from Fate's Warning. I had missed this one on vinyl back in the day. And here we have a Metal Blade. It's a 2015 reissue. I missed that one as well. So, inserts, cool pictures, as they always did. And then, of course, all the lyrics, too. It's a double record. I put the hype sticker just right there. So, and it's kind of on a cool, smoky, blue teal vinyl. Looks pretty cool. They look really, if you ever take this type of vinyl with that in it and hold them up to the light and look at them, they show even more detail in that. So if you've never tried that, give that a shot with any of this type of swirl ones. So now the second one, there's the other one. So really cool. Really glad to have this one. You know, actually, I don't even know if they did vinyl on this one back in, when was this? 97, I think. I don't even think they did, but I've had the CD since then. So, all right, the next 2 here are, there's this one here. Darkness in a Different Light. Again, just black vinyl. These are Sony now from Inside Out Music. They had disappeared from Metal Blade. So this one had there was a CD with this one too. So I think that was something that label did. But lyrics, of course, nice inners. Nice band shot of the guys there. You know, Fate's Warning, I discovered them on a comp from the 1985 era. And then when their Awaken the Guardian came out in 1986, I bet you that's an album that I've, well, put it this way, it's one that I've got 2 copies of, a play copy and a backup copy, because that is one of my all-time favorite records. I could play that one every day and never get tired of it. You know, just one of the best records, and still their best ever too. All right, what's the next one here? Got the hype stickers. They're, yep, you can see it right there. They were put in here. Both of these are there. So this little thing about U.S. Progressive Pioneers returned with their 12th studio album. So 180 gram vinyl, including 6 acoustic bonus tracks, and then the regular CD. Black vinyl again. Great stuff. These guys have not lost it. You know, I don't think we're going to see any more Fate's Warning albums. It's hard to say. I mean, I'd love to see it, but, you know, I think they've made it kind of clear that, no, there probably won't be any more. You know, as hard as that is to hear. But, you know, Jim Matthews, he controls that, so let me show you the inside. So Joey Vera right there, Armored Saint. He's been a full-time member of this band since, I don't know, I think it was 96 or 97 he stepped in. So very stoked to have these now. I believe there might be one more Fates Warning where I'm missing an original. I need to check on that. I have one coming. My brother's on a trip, and he found one of them for me. Perfect Symmetry. But I think Parallels, I need that one as well, on original vinyl. So, all right, let's try to wrap this up quick here because it's already at 25 minutes. So I told you guys there'd be some comps here. And I mentioned in the last video, one of the last videos, where the Overkill, my friend and I, we had to procure that one out of Germany. And, you know, hats off to you. Appreciate you there, buddy, for getting that for us. And he then asked me about it. He said, all right, we're waiting for something. Is there anything you may, you know, on Discogs, you know, Germany only, that doesn't ship to the US? Anything you want me to grab? You know, I'm sending a package anyway. So I took a look, and, you know, I'm on this comp thing to a point. I mean, I'm not grabbing everything, but I've had this one forever. Speed Kills. This is 1985. You know, there's some excellent songs on there. I'll hold that there if you guys want to just take a quick peek. A great bunch of songs. I then found here in the States on some clearance warehouse, sealed, I found number 2 and number 3. Again, some really good songs on there. Single record, number 1, number 2, and then here's number 3. I think this one, I don't know, it's not water damaged, but it might have had some moisture. I think I've shown this in a previous. Record's fine, everything's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything's there. It's just a little warped. It was sealed that way, but somebody else I know that got one, same thing. So he said, then I said, all right, yeah, how about, you know, these things are not possible to find here in the States. So I said, yeah, how about number 4, 5, and 6? So we jumped on that, and he found some of them. You know, here's number 4. So Exodus, Reanimator, Blind Illusion, Acid Rain, Holy Terror, Death, Bathory, Nuclear Assault, Hex, Exodus, Possess, Dark Angel, Forbidden. There's another Acid Rain song. But yeah, just, there we go. So a lot of cool songs or albums there. You know, it's kind of fun to then go through this. I think it's always been fun looking at these and then figuring out, all right, I've got this one, and this one. Gives you something to look for in shops out there when you're looking for more used records. So number 5, you know, that was number 4, Speed Kills, but who's dying? I thought it was funny. Here's Head Crushing Metal, number 5. You know, kind of a lame cover, but there we go. The back, there's that's not a crease. That's just a line in the tech or in the picture. But yeah, there's your there's the lineup. Some really cool. There's the other volumes, 1 through 4 below it. So Nuclear Assault, Faith or Fear, Exploited, Turbo, Forbidden, Dethrone, Reanimator, Death, Dragon, Venom, Dark Angel, CIA, another Acid Rain, Devastation, Wolf Spider, and there we go. So, very cool. And then the 6th one, we're back to a more interesting cover. Speed Kills 6. Violence of the Slams. Now here we'll start to see some bands. I guess I forgot one thing. 1990, 1989 for this one here. So we had 85, 86, 87. This one jumped to 89. 90, and then this one here was in 92. So, Dark Angel, Reanimator, Sarcophago, Detritus. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. Wolf Spider, CIA, Venom, Seventh Angel. There's one I've heard of. Hexenhaus, Nuclear Assault, Dryoxin, Mortal Sin, more Reanimator, Sarcophago, Merciless, Creation of Death, Acid Rain, Venom, Dragon, another Seventh Angel song, Ripping Corpse, Atheist, Therian. So, a lot of cool album covers in there. So, yeah, the first 3 were single albums, and the second 3 were all doubles. So, very cool to get these. No inserts, just black vinyl under one flag out of the UK. So, very cool. It was fun to get those, and, you know, adding those to the collection, finishing off that series. Yeah, I know there's a volume 7, but I'm probably not going to even try to look for that one, only because it goes from 1992, and then I believe number 7 is 2017. I think comps were our playlists back in the day. This would have been a perfect cassette. Put all those songs on one cassette and you're driving around listening to those. That's what these were in the day. So, and then it gave you something to go buy the albums if you really liked it, which is something that's kind of lost today because we can stream everything ahead of time and, you know, listen to things that way. But that's why I don't see a lot of comps today that are that much or that interesting, I should say. So anyway, I would try to rush through these comps a little bit. If there's anything you guys want to know about the comps, put them in the message below. I want to try to end this video before it gets too long. So anyway, there's that. The 3rd episode is done. Enjoy. Let's talk about some of them in the comments, and let's use this one for the outro. So there we go. All right. Look at that dude. All right.